it's Bianca here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a simple back to school makeup look because sadly we are going back to school. Some people already started school, but I start school this upcoming Monday, sadly. But this is just how I'm gonna do my makeup going to school. It's something not too full coverage, but you know, it's decent. I mean, I have no one to impress. But if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, or you know, if you guys just want some advice on, you know, what you should wear going back to school, then keep on watching. So first off, we're gonna start by priming the face, and my current favorite primer from the drugstore right now is probably gonna be the NYX Angel Veil primer. This primer is super good if you have large pores like me, and if you just really want to soothe out the skin. And this does keep my makeup from being oily, and how beauty gurus say it keeps the oils at bay. So I just take a little dollop of that and just rub that all over my skin where I have large pores and, you know, texture that I want to smooth out. And mind you, this does have a little white cast, so if you're a little dark in skin color, I recommend you don't really go so out there with this. This was a recommendation from Jackie Aina, and I love her, so anything she says, that means it works. Of course, not everything, because not everyone's skin can, but whatever. Of course, you don't have to prime your skin. I mean, if you want your makeup to stay on all day, excuse me. I mean, if you want your makeup to stay on all day while you're at school, then by all means you go in with these extra priming steps. But I do like my makeup to be on all day at school because I do have oily skin, and yeah, my face usually gets really oily throughout the day. But I'm gonna go in with the Milani Make It Last setting spray, shake that up a little bit, and just spritz it all over the face. I like to make sure I get every inch that I didn't get with the Angel Veil primer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and it is in the shade W6 Sun Beige. This is such a great foundation. One thing I love about this, it's great for oily skin. It does like give you a skin-like finish, so I wouldn't say it's like medium to full. It is buildable coverage, so if you really want to go for that full coverage, oh my lord, that is why I prefer pumps, because then I put too much foundation. Of course, I like to go in with a little bit more foundation because I love I love fuller coverage foundations. But it's honestly your choice whether you just want something to, you know, give you a little bit of coverage, not too much because you don't want to feel heavy. But I like to go in with a lot. This is why it needs pump, because then I put too much foundation and then I end up not using it. So now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal foundation sponge and further blend that out. Quick thing about this foundation, if you're the type that the foundation sinks into your fine lines real quick, this is gonna sink right here. You won't really get the inner cracks of that, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's the only downside about this foundation. It doesn't really get in there like around here. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite concealers. This is the Maybelline Master Concealer. Sorry, it has this thingy on it. Can't really do much about that, but use that sucker up. Of course, you can go in with a lighter concealer. I don't have any other drugstore concealers that I like, but leave a comment down below like what your favorite drugstore concealers are, and I will try them out because I need a new drugstore concealer. That's what I hate about having nails. And of course, you don't have to go in with such a lighter concealer. It's just me because I like the full glam during school, which I know it's not necessary because I mean I have no one to impress. But I mean, if you want to go and stunt, you do you. So now I'm gonna go in with something that I have really been loving. I've been trying it out. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. This is such a pretty powder. Like, it leaves the skin super silky smooth. Again, another recommendation from the queen herself, Jackie Aina. So if you're someone that likes to bake because you don't want that foundation or consider going anywhere throughout the day, you can go ahead and do that with this powder. I like to get early in there my smile lines because I do crease there a lot because I'm always smiling. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with that finishing powder. Now this powder is good if you're not taking flash photography because it does flashback, but I mean I'm not gonna be taking pictures at school because I mean there's really no need to take pictures at school. Yeah, this is a very pretty powder, like to set the face, and it does mattify the skin. It doesn't give it any luminosity, which I love because I do have oily skin and luminosity is a scary word. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in the brows, and I'm going to take the Revlon Color State Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. Okay, this brow pencil is super pigmented and it's like super dark, so I mean don't mind that. But it is a very pigmented pencil, like a little bit, as you can tell, like goes a super long way. I don't really go in with the whole overdrawn, that kind of brow. I like to just go in super natural, but I mean if you love to go in with overdrawn and everything, you do you. So that's normally how I do my brows for school. I don't really go with a super bam kind of brow. It's just something normal. Just fill in the sparse areas. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite brow gels. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Mascara. You could also use it as a brow gel, and I'm not looking at a mirror right now, so if you guys see me talking to somebody, it's because I'm talking to my friend Eliza. Say hi, Eliza. Hi. You're an embarrassment. So now I'm gonna conceal my eyelids because they don't look good when they're just by themselves. Of course, you don't have to do this. That looks so white. Okay, to set that concealer that I put on my eyelids, I'm just gonna go in back with that Maybelline powder and just set that there. So for the bronzer, I don't really like to go in with much of a heavy hand, but when I do bronze, I do use the Wet n Wild contouring palette. This is such a great bronzer. You do have to be careful with how you apply this because if you go in with too much, like you're fucked. Like your makeup will look super muddy. But this Morphe M500 is such a great brush to bronze with because it is nice and fluffy. So like, yeah, it'll really like deposit a good amount of bronzer on there. You can also use this for highlight, anything, powder, blush, stuff like that. You can use my promo code Queen Bee. I'm just kidding. Okay, so just to put a little bit of color in the eye, you don't have to do this. This is just an extra step I like doing. I like to take a nice like blending eyeshadow brush and whatever bronzer or any contour shade you like of your choice, and I like to put this in the crease just to give me like a little dimension in the crease. Okay, I don't really normally go in with blush, but when I do, I use the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink blush. I don't know if you noticed, but majority of the products I use are from Wet n Wild. I think they're such a great brand, and some of their products are super good. Okay, so now for highlights. This is literally my favorite highlight ever. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals. This is such a pretty highlighter. It is literally like $5, so I mean who wouldn't want a bomb highlighter for $5? You're a fucking joke. I mean, just look at that glow. Like, that is so pretty. Now I'm gonna get a little bit on the nose. I do get oily around the nose, but I don't care. So now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite drugstore lip liners. This is the Rimmel London 1000 Kisses Lip Contouring Pencil in the shade Tiramisu. This is such a pretty neutral color. I mean, you could put on just some lip gloss and like, yeah, you're done. But I do like to go in with a lip liner to kind of, you know, make the color last a little bit all day, because who has time during math class to retouch on lipstick? I mean, maybe me, I would do that, but you know, whatever. Okay, bye. My lord. My lord, my lord, my lord. Okay, so something that's not really talked about on YouTube, which I don't know why, are these NYX Mega Shine lip glosses. These lip glosses are so amazing and moisturizing on the lips. I love them. They're super comfortable to wear. Unlike most lip glosses that usually like make your lips stick together, this does not do that. This is super great, and this is in the shade Natural. This is what I'm wearing right now. So yeah, and these are very inexpensive. You can get these at CVS, Ulta, and if you live in the Texas area, you can get these at HEB Plus. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my Ignore My Dog. I'm gonna be putting on mascara, and one of my favorite drugstore mascaras is the L'Oreal, L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. This is such a great mascara, like, so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on the back to school makeup look, and this is all using drugstore products. So all these products you can get at your local drugstore, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and all these are very affordable products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave down in the comments what you guys want to see next, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check out my recent videos, which I will link down below. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.